Hello, everybody. My name is Mina. Today, we're going to move through an all levels flow with prenatal modifications. So, this video might be interesting to a variety of people. First of all, it's an all levels open flow, so hopefully, everyone can join and feel fresh and renewed afterwards. Second of all, this is for pregnant women in their second, maybe early trimester, third trimester, when they have a lot of energy and would like a little bit more of a stronger flow. Or maybe you're looking into going to a regular class instead of a prenatal class and don't know how to modify on your own. So, this might give you a few good tips. Thirdly, you might think of getting pregnant and are maybe worried that you have to really tone down your practice, etc. And just flowing through this video, you might get the idea that you can practice safely and hopefully with lots of joy throughout your entire pregnancy. And the fourth group would be maybe yoga teachers who get overwhelmed whenever there's a pregnant lady showing up on the mat in your class and you don't know how to guide her safely or incorporate her into your open levels class. So, with that being said, let's move and get into our bodies. As a prop, you'll need a wall if you're pregnant, just to be safe for the balances. Other than that, if you're practicing with blocks, you're free to practice with blocks. Find your seat for today. Cross-legged, sitting on your heels. Find your sit bones. Maybe you're sitting up on a little blanket or block. So your spine can be tall and be held upright effortlessly. Your eyes might already be closed. Or you might be gazing down the tip of your nose with a soft gaze. And just noticing what's here in this moment. If your day keeps forcing itself on you, then ask it to kindly stay out of your yoga room or off of your mat for the next 45 minutes. And just allowing your breath to slowly make itself more present. Perhaps you're already breathing in and out through the nose. And if you practice with Ujjayi breathing, you can invite a hissing sound through the back of your throat. And a steady reminder through the class to prioritize the breath. And stay connected to the body through the breath. Beautiful. Perhaps you'd like to join me in bringing your hands together in front of the heart. Lifting your sternum up into the thumbs. And then gently bowing your head in towards the chin. In a gesture of humility. And so that you can practice in a way that is safe for your body, according to your needs. And in a way that energizes you instead of draining you. Beautiful. And gently opening the eyes, Lift the gaze. Release your hands. And you can slowly come on to hands and knees. Spreading your fingers, clawing the mat, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll move through a few cat-cow to warm up the spine. As you inhale, drop the belly. Open the heart. Gaze up. And as you exhale, start to press into the ground to round your back and gaze in towards the navel. Inhale, drop belly. Open the heart. Pulling your shoulder blades back. And exhale, round. Let's take 2 more at your own pace. Slowly warming up. Slowly syncing breath with movement. Beautiful. Next time you come into a cow belly, inhale, open the heart, gaze up. Exhale, lower chest and chin. Great. Inhale, straight push up, back up. And then exhale, round the spine. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, open the heart. Gaze up, coming into a cow belly. Exhale, lower chest and chin. Inhale, press straight back half. And then exhale, round. And then coming into child. Your variation, knees together. Or if you have a belly problem, knees wider apart so you can create space for the baby. Resting your forehead. Arms can be to the front or alongside your body. Now this cat-cow with the push-up can be your vinyasa through the class if you have a belly and you can't be on your belly. You can substitute that for regular chaturanga, up dog, etc. Beautiful. And slowly come back onto all fours. And we're going to lie on our belly or stay on all fours if you are pregnant. So we're going to go through a bird dog variation, basically. If you're on your belly, reach your arms forward. If you're on your fours, stay on all fours. From here, we're going to reach the right arm and left leg up wherever you are. Heart reaching forward. So if you're on all fours, you're in a bird dog variation. Right arm forward, left leg back. And we're going to pull the shoulder blades back. Reach out through the left toes. Keep the neck relaxed. Just gently warming up our back bodies. 2 more breaths. And then with the next exhale, release hand and leg down, back into neutral, back into all fours if you're on all fours. Nice, and then repeat on the other side this time. Left arm, right leg. Keep on reaching. So as much as you're plugging shoulder blades back, pulling your thigh bone into the hip sockets, you're also reaching out. You're hugging your muscles onto the bones. Beautiful. 1 more deep breath. Last inhale. And then exhale. Come all the way onto the belly. Beautiful. You're going to press onto all fours wherever you are. And we're going to come onto our forearms. You can interlace the fingers. And we all move into a forearm plank to warm up the front of the body. Nice. Perhaps you'd like to come on to your tiptoes and back. Pressing the shoulder blades away from one another. Gorgeous. Take one more deep breath. And then slowly lower the knees. And one more time, we're moving into a child's pose. Knees together or apart. Rest your forehead. And from here into your first downward facing dog. Again, clawing the mat, tucking your toes under, lifting your hips up and back. You can walk out your first down dog if you like. Bending one knee at a time. Making sure your neck's relaxed. And then coming into stillness in your downward facing dog. Your down dog feet might be a little bit wider if you have a belly. Just to create some more space. Nice. Your knees can always be bent so that your tailbone reaches up and back. Beautiful. From here, we're going to move into a super conscious three-legged down dog with the hips parallel. So flex your right foot, point the toes down, left hip is parallel. Great. Now keep on reaching from your big toe ball mount of your right foot. Inner thigh lifts up towards the sky. Beautiful. Just pressing the mat away from you with your hands. Keep on lengthening the spine. Beautiful. One more deep inhale. And then exhale. Slowly lower your right foot down and then grab that right foot either or the back of your right knee to come into a twist. So if you have a belly, you're probably reaching for the back side of your right knee. And focus more on creating space between the shoulder blades and trying to go into a deep twist here. Wonderful. One more breath. And then coming back into your down dog. Resetting. And then the other side. When you're ready, reaching your left toes up. Conscious three-legged down dog. Flex your left foot and then point the toes down to keep the hips square. Lots of awareness through your inner thighs, reaching out through both big toe ball mounts. Left inner thigh spinning up towards the sky. And your upper body is long. Ribs weaving into your torso. Beautiful. Exhale slowly. Reground your left foot and then reach for that left foot or ankle or the back of your left thigh with your right hand to come into a twist. Head hangs here, and again, more about spreading the space between your shoulder blades than a deep twist here. Wonderful. Slowly coming back into down dog. Perhaps a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Great. Now let's slowly walk the feet to the top of the mat. For all of us, I invite you to bring feet hip-width distance apart or even wider to create space for the belly. For the first forward fold, bend your knees. Ragdoll spine can be soft. Perhaps you like to hold on to opposite elbows too. Swing a little bit from side to side. Not forcing a deep forward fold, just hanging here. Nice. When you're ready, release your hands. And then bend the knees even more. Reach the arms out to the side as you come into a flat, long back. We're going to transition into chair. As you exhale, reach the arms up and sink a little bit deeper into your chair. Buttocks activated. Heart open, tailbone reaching down. Nice, and when you're ready, inhale, press into the feet to reach up, become long. And then exhale, hands into heart. And just feel your heartbeat. Feel all four corners of the feet. Thighs are active, tailbone reaching down towards the ground. Shoulders roll up, back and down. And you're reaching up to the side, through the back of the head. Nice. Let's move here. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale with your knees slightly bent. Fold forward to touch the ground. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen the spine. Perhaps your hands come onto your shins. And exhale, fold as you step your left foot all the way back to come into a high lunge. When you're ready, float up. And exhale, sink into your foundation. Great. We'll bend the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, straighten. Just working on leg strength. Inhale, bend left knee. Exhale, straighten. One more time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. And then bring your hands down to the ground and step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Strong core. And then exhale, your vinyasa, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga, up dog, or perhaps that push-up variation that we did at the beginning of the class. If you have a baby in your belly, and we all meet in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your left leg to prepare. Keep on reaching through your inner thigh. Exhale, gaze forward and step your left foot all the way forward. Great. When you're ready, inhale, come up. And exhale, feel your feet. Inhale, bend the right knee. And exhale, straighten. Beautiful. Inhale, bend, reach your tailbone down, and then keep the position of the pelvis as you exhale. Straighten the right knee. One more. Beautiful. Inhale, prepare. And then exhale. Ground your hands and step forward to your forward fold. And depending on the size of your belly, your feet might be narrower or wider. Great. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen, reaching from pubic bone to your chin. And exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Great. Inhale, gently bend your knees with a long back. Come all the way up. Exhale, let's dive right back down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale, fold and step your right foot all the way back, this time grounding your right knee. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, open the heart to prepare. And then exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Beautiful. We'll breathe here. Bending the elbows. Keep on opening through the shoulders. And then next inhale, reach. And exhale, ground your hands. Step into plank. Beautiful. Taking your vinyasa, whatever that looks like. Knees, chest, and chin. Or chaturanga, up dog. Or perhaps that push-up variation from all fours that we did. Beautiful. Inhale. Lift your right foot up. And exhale, gaze forward. Step it all the way through without a sound. Lower left knee. Inhale to rise. Beautiful. And exhale to sink. Interlacing the hands behind your back with that odd pinky on top. The way that it feels weird. And let's open the heart here. Micro bending your elbows to not hyper stretch the elbows. Tailbone is reaching down. And your ribs are resisting by weaving into one another. Nice. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, touch the ground and step forward into a forward fold. Again, feet as wide as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold into the space you've created. Inhale, gentle bend of the knee as you come all the way up. Reverse one dive, reach up. And then exhale, hands into heart. Just feel your heartbeat for a moment. Great. From here, we're going to take a twist. So we're going to bring the feet together. If you're pregnant, you can keep your feet as wide as they were. We're going to come into chair. When you're ready, sitting down, reaching the arms forward and up. From here, inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, right hand to the outside of your left thigh. If you're pregnant, you're going to bring your right elbow onto your right thigh to create more space. Breathe here for one more deep breath. Sink a little bit deeper. Keep on opening through the heart. Wonderful. Inhale, come back to center wherever you are. And then exhale, left side, left hand to the outside of your right thigh, or left forearm onto your left thigh. Pulling the left hip back. Wonderful. Inhale, chair. Let's sink a little bit deeper. And then exhale, folding forward. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. And then exhale, stepping, hopping, jumping into downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, lift your right leg up to prepare. This time, bend your knees, stack the hips, and open. Right shoulder pulls back to keep the shoulders in line, and the right knee resists by floating up even higher. Nice. When you're ready, gaze forward. On your next exhale, step your right foot all the way through. We're going to come up into warrior one. Left heel lowers. And rise. Consciously opening the hip to the front of the room. Right hip pulls back. Left hip moves forward. From here, opening up into warrior two. Perhaps you have to shuffle the feet a little bit. And then arms moving out to the side. Great. From here, interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, open the heart, gaze up. And then exhale, humble warrior to the inside of your right thigh. Beautiful. Allowing the crown of the head reach towards the ground. When you're ready, inhale, come all the way up. Reverse triangle, straighten your right leg. Open up through the right side. And then exhale, moving into your triangle. Hand onto shin, foot, ground, whatever you need. Opening up through the chest, left fingertips up towards the sky. Breathe. Beautiful. When you're ready, pressing into both feet, coming up. And then exhale, bend your right knee. We're going to move into Parsvottanasana. Both hands down to the ground. Left foot steps in, facing a little bit further to the front. Now, if you're pregnant, you might have to move your belly a little bit to the side to create space for that belly. If not, pull your left hip back, right hip back, left hip forward, lengthen spine. And as you exhale, starting to fold into that space. Perhaps you need some blocks here. Nice. When you're ready, inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. And as you exhale, bend into your right knee and step back into a plank. Or perhaps you want to rest in child, down dog, or you might want to take it through your version of vinyasa today, however it looks like. Nice. Right away, other side. As you inhale, lifting the left foot up towards the sky. And then exhale, gaze forward, step your left foot in between the hands. Ground your right heel, ready for warrior one. And then arriving in your posture. Left knee on top of left ankle. And grounding through your outer right heel. Opening up to warrior two. Perhaps shuffling the feet. Creating lots of space. Taking the space you need. Interlacing the fingers behind the back again with the odd pinky on top. Inhale. Prepare. Open the heart. Exhale. Folding into the space to the inside of your left thigh. And moves forward and down. Great. One more deep breath. Inhale, come up, press into your left foot, straighten left foot, reverse triangle, left palm up. And then reach up and over, create space on the left side. Exhale for triangle. Creating space in your right side. Keep on reaching through the crown of the head. Amazing. On your next inhale, press into feet, come up. Exhale, bend into your left foot, ground both hands, and then step your right foot forward slightly with the toes pointing forward a bit. Padasvanasana, either with your belly off to the side or stacking left hip back, right hip forward. Perhaps you're coming on to blocks here for more space. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold into the space. Once you're in the shape, focusing on your breath. Beautiful. Next inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. And then exhale, ground your hands and step back into a downward facing dog. Amazing. Take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Great. Wonderful. We're going to come into plank. Yeah. Finding shoulders over wrists and reaching out through the heels. Great. Side plank, first side. Coming onto the outer edge of your left foot, stacking the feet, or you can place the feet in front of one another. Or you can bring your right foot in front of the thigh. Wherever you are. Let's circle the arms. Down and up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Beautiful. Inhale, reach right fingertips up, become a little bit more buoyant. And then hand down through plank, transitioning over to the other side. Either stacking the feet in front of one another or left foot in front of your thigh. Clawing the mat and becoming long, circle the arms. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. And then inhale. Become long, reach out through all your limbs. And then back through plank. And then lower your knees. Come into child, either knees together or apart for your belly. Wherever you are, release your forehead. And then drop the effort. Beautiful. You can stay here in child and rest, recuperate, or we can come into dolphin. So clasping the fingers, creating a triangle shape with your forearms. Then tuck your toes under and move towards lifting your hips up and back. Nice. Legs don't have to be straight, they can be bent. And tailbone reaching up and back as if you were in downward facing dog. Great. If you have a belly, you probably want to breathe here and just enjoy this half inversion. If you want to play a little bit, you can start to walk the feet forward. Keep on shifting your heart back. And then feet back. Just taking a little walk. Feet a little bit closer that your weight shifts forward. And then back. Soft through the hips. One more round, walking the feet in. Press through your elbows. And then walk the feet back. And then we all meet in child. One more time. Finding your child. And then drop everything into the ground. Awesome. Gazing forward, replace your hands and move back to downward facing dog. And from here, again, we're going to hop, step, walk the feet to the top of the mat. Hip width distance or as wide as you need. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, bend your knees, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Wonderful. We're going to balance a bit. If you are pregnant, you can come to the wall. If not, you can simply stay on the mat. And we'll start by pressing the left foot into the ground, lifting the right knee up, knee into chest, and then finding that hip socket. I'm opening from the hip, thigh moves out to the side, finding your tree, perhaps foot on thigh height, shin height, or all the way down on the ground. Hands into heart. Pressing foot into leg, leg into foot, and then spreading out. And we're going to transition here. Right knee comes back into the chest, arms up towards the sky. Left hand stays where it is. Right arm moves back, reaches for the foot from the inner side. Great. From here, we're going to transition into a dancer. First, prioritize kicking the foot into hand, hand into foot, creating that resistance. Right shoulder resists forward. And then slowly opening up, perhaps left hand forward, creating the bow shape. Keep on breathing. Gaze soft and steady. Nice, slowly coming back up. Both arms up, knee up. And then exhale. Tadasana. Mountain pose. Both feet reconnect. Nice, other side. Consciously shifting the weight into your right foot. And then left knee into the chest. Bending from that hip socket. And then finding your tree. making sure the hips are about the same height. Hands into heart. And perhaps out in a V, arms up. Feeling grounded and steady. Nice. From here again, transitioning into a dancer. Arms up, knee up. Right hand stays where it is. Left hand reaches back. Holding the foot from the inner side. Nice. Left knee reaches down for a moment to open through the front of the hip and then start kicking the foot into hand. Hand pulls the foot back. Left shoulder resists forward and starting to create that arch. And once you have that arch, you can start to lean forward a little bit, arm reaching forward. Right foot pressing into the ground like crazy. One more breath. And then slowly come back. Both arms reach up. Left knee reaches up. And then press the feet into the ground. If you were by the wall, you can come back into center. And let's dive right back down with your feet a little bit wider, perhaps if you have a belly. Beautiful. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen. And then exhale, ground your hands, come back to a downward facing dog. Taking one last vinyasa of your choice before we transition to the ground. Practicing in a way that suits you. And then we both all lower the knees down. Cross the ankles and bring the feet out in front of us. We'll start in Dandasana. So if you have a belly, you might want to open the feet already a little bit, about to the mat width, I'd say. If not, you can stay here with your feet. And then press the hands down into the ground. Consciously reconnecting to the ground through the backs of the feet. Thigh bones moving back in space. You can stay here. Inhale and exhale. Starting to fold forward. Feet are active. Reaching from the heel or pulling from the heel into the hip sockets to activate the core. And that's what folds me forward. Beautiful. Slowly coming up. Let's take either reverse plank or reverse all fours, reverse tabletop. When you're ready, inhale. Press into the hands behind you. Lift the heart. Beautiful. And then slowly lower the hips down. We're going to come all the way onto our backs, moving our hips a bit forward. So if you're pregnant, I ask you to roll down through the side. If you want to work on your core a little bit, you can reach arms forward. Slowly come all the way back. Plant your feet, bend your knees. You're going to take a simple bridge. When you're ready, feet hip width distance apart. They feel slightly pigeon-toed. And then press into the feet. Lift the hips. You can stay here, interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders under, one after another. And then press the feet into the ground. Inner thighs roll down. Hips move up. Elbows press into the ground. 3 breaths. Great, and then slowly release your shoulders. Release the spine down to the ground. Nice. And we'll take a twist here. If you're pregnant, you can simply open the feet as wide as the mat and let the knees drop. If not, you can bring your right knee on top of your left thigh, like you're sitting on a bar stool. Cross the legs, and then let the knees drop over to the left side. Arms out in T or cactus. Or perhaps you like to gaze over to the right. Beautiful. And slowly coming back to center wherever you are. And then switching the legs, perhaps just letting the knees drop over to the other side, or crossing the legs the other way and then letting the knees drop to the right. And maybe you like to guide your gaze to the left. Beautiful. Slowly gazing up and coming up. Release. You're going to bring the knees into the chest. Knees might be together. If you need space for the belly, you can widen the knees out to the side. Wherever you are, massaging your back. Perhaps drawing small circles, one direction and then the other. And then we're going to extend the legs. Wonderful. Coming into Shavasana. Now, if you're early in your second trimester and feels completely okay for you to simply lie on your back for a few minutes, you can do that. If that already feels awkward to you, you can lie on your left side, like you're in fetus position. Wherever you are, let's take a few breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. Let go. Great. And then giving the breath back to you. And all those thoughts that are waiting to be processed, ask them to stay off of the mat a little bit. So you can just stay with you for the next few moments. Allowing the body to be as heavy as it needs to be. And if you can stay in Shavasana for a little while longer, you're welcome to do so. If you would like to slowly come out with me, I invite you to deepen the breath. Slowly wiggle your toes and your feet. Perhaps stretching. Then bending one knee at a time to slowly roll onto one side. Lie in a fetal position for just a moment. So you can transition smoothly and gracefully back into seated. So we can close the space together. Feeling your spine upright for just a moment. Noticing just where you are in this moment. And perhaps you'd like to bring your hands together in front of the heart and gently bow down towards your heart center. And thank yourself for taking this time to practice. The time you've invested in yourself. And I thank you very much for sharing this experience, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.